Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Google Wallet live stream. Today, I'm streaming from Cary, North Carolina, and I would love to know where are you watching us from today. And you might have noticed a few changes if you've been following us in the previous live streams. So you might see that I have a new background. That's because in the past 3 weeks, I've been remodeling my background. You might have been used to my bookcase in the back. Which was on this wall in particular. So I switched walls. I was able to assemble the cabinets. First time in my life, actually, that I have a real office. So tell me, what do you think about it? So yeah, everything else looks like the same camera, different lens. Though, what else? Oh, now today I have a teleprompter for the first time, so I'm looking straight at the camera, straight at the screen as well. So I hope it creates an even better experience for me and for you. And I can see that some people are already live. I can't read Cyrillic, but thank you for your comments. Z143DK, hi, Gerald from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Hello. Have some people here from Rishi from Jaipur, India. Ravinshu from India, Dan from the Netherlands. So, we have multiple continents represented here. Have Abdullah from Bahrain. Yeah. Keep posting your comments because today is a live Q&A. So I need your questions. I need your participation. And we're doing this live stream. Why? Because also, I think 3 weeks ago, we had the biggest event of the year. We had Google I/O at Monteview at the Shoreline Amphitheater. And Google, of course, announced a bunch of things, everything related to AI. And of course, a lot of things related to Google Wallet as well. So if you're interested in the best digital wallet for Android, we packed a bunch of feature announcements in our session, which I hope you have watched. In case you didn't, well, we're going to go through most of the announcements today. So you can be up to date with the latest and greatest features. What else? We have, lots of comments. What else? We have people from Bulgaria, Refcon from London, Ethics from India, Dimitri from Tatooine. Well, I don't know if internet is already there, but if it is there, it's nice to know that it is there. We have people from Nigeria, Florida, what else? Japanese man from Japan. I'm biased, but I love Japan. And I hope to be back soon there as well. Tamil, we have people from Tamil, Nigeria, yeah. Multiple continents represented today. Thank you so much for watching us. Let's go. As I said, if you want to know anything about the future announcements that we had at the Google I/O, please post your questions in the chat because today is a live Q&A and I really need your participation, or else I'll be just talking by myself and you might regret it later. So please post your comments. But as we have more people from India joining us, yeah, thank you so much for joining. Oh, by the way, in 2 weeks, I'll be in Berlin for I/O Connect Berlin. So if you're in Europe and you have a chance to go to I/O Connect in Berlin, I'll be there. We'll have the chance to chat in person. We will have a Q&A session there as well. I'll be able to answer more questions in person. And in July 23rd, I'll be in I/O Connect India in Bengaluru. So if you're happen to be there at the event, I would love to be able to chat with you. So lots of people joining from India. Please, if you happen to be there, let's meet, let's have a chat and have a coffee. And actually, I think of course, I can always answer your questions here online. But I think the best opportunity, the best part of the experience, and we were able to have a face-to-face conversation, sharing a cup of coffee. I know India has great coffee, so why not? Well, Berlin has good coffee too. So any chance we have to meet together is a good excuse for us to share a cup of coffee, or maybe even something else like tea, water, anything. What else? We have people from Hampton, Virginia, India. So Chile, yeah, thank you so much. for joining us. So while you're thinking about questions, I'm going to be sharing my screen so I can just go through the slides that we presented at Google I/O. So it might give you a few ideas of what do you want to learn more from Google Wallet. And here is everything Google Wallet. We are very glad that last year we announced the global expansion of Google Wallet. Since then, Google Wallet has been launched in more than 90 countries and territories. And recently, we expanded even more. I don't even know in how many countries we are, but probably more than 100. So it's very likely that you already have Google Wallet enabled in your country, so you can use the best digital wallet for Android in your mobile phone. Okay, and of course, in addition to expanding Google Wallet to more countries and territories, we're adding more features so that you, as a developer, you can create an even better experience for your users. We're always trying to make the API more robust, more flexible, more feature-rich, so you can do an even better job engaging with your users. Oh yeah, the chat doesn't stop. I can see people watching us from Alabama during the lunch breaks. From Mamadou from Senegal, Wakanda. Oh, now you got me. I don't know if from Marvel or if Wakanda is a real place. So yeah, I don't have this kind of knowledge. Okay. And but it's a good question for us to learn. And I think one of the biggest announcements, and actually, if you saw our Google I/O video, we'll be posting the link in the chat later. But if you saw our Google I/O video, you can see this very handsome guy presenting the digital IDs parts. It looks like me. So you might be warned. So we're talking about digital IDs, and digital IDs are everywhere these days. So it certainly was one of the biggest announcements that we had at Google I/O. And today it's available to users in the US with a US passport or with some driver's license for certain states. And also you can call what we call an ID pass and add to Google Wallet. So live today, we have people from Arizona, California, New Mexico, Georgia, Maryland, and Colorado. If you have like a driver's license from these states, you can add your digital ID to Google Wallet. And more states are coming soon. So very soon in Arkansas, Iowa, Montana, Ohio, Puerto Rico, and West Virginia, well, drivers from these particular US states will be able to add their digital IDs, their mobile driver's license, to Google Wallet as well. And to be able to enable you to use these digital credentials as a developer, we created the Digital Credentials API. And what is the Digital Credentials API? The Digital Credentials API, we work together with ecosystem partners in the W3C and created this API. This API provides a unified and secure framework for apps and websites to request verifiable proof of age and identity directly from any digital wallet in the user's device, which means that if you're a developer and you want to know, oh, is it really Edson? Is it really you that is doing whatever you're doing in your website or in your app? You can request this proof of identity and proof of age. So I can prove that I'm above 18, or I'm above 21, or I'm above 25, and I can show that I myself, because my identity will be verified by my digital wallet. And you don't have to worry, because we are only sharing the information that you allow it to. So I don't want to share my name. You don't have to. I don't want to share my location. I don't want to share other profile details. You don't have to. You're only sharing the information that you. I don't want to share my age. I only want to share that I'm above 25. Well, we can. We're through the API. The website, the app will only know the information that you're allowing the digital wallet to share. So we have this Digital Credentials API, and I'm sure that a lot of developers worldwide will be adopting it for things like proof for identity proof and proof of age as well. And to What else? More comments, more people from India, more people from Florida, Benin Republic. So yeah, thank you so much for watching us. And some upcoming age and identity use cases that we're going to have very soon here in the US. You'll be able to use your digital identity for account recovery, for travel, for government services, for online health services, and for verified profiles. So you can see all of these partners are already working with us to use the digital credentials API, so they can use your ID in Google Wallet to prove that you are who you are, or you can prove that you are above a certain age, right? And I'm watching the comments, I'm watching the questions. Please post them here, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. So I can see that we already have some questions. So, for example, picking just one of them, Moneypot is asking, when will Pixel 10 series be released? And the answer is that I don't know. Yeah, I know we have people from the Pixel team that will be able to answer this question. But from the Google Wallet team, of course, Google Wallet is available for Android, but I don't have any specifics about the release of any particular mobile phone from Google. So yeah, stay tuned. Maybe the Pixel team will soon be able to answer this question for you. And I also have another question from another user. Sorry that I can't read it because I don't know Cyrillic. But the question is, are we going to be able to use Google Wallet and with tap to pay through NFC? I want to directly comment business accounts and stay on the spot. Yeah, Google Wallet is already enabled for NFC. So as long as you have an NFC enabled device, you should be able to use Google Wallet to tap to pay. And actually, that's what I do whenever I'm using my credit cards inside Google Wallet in my mobile phone. So whenever I go to the restaurant, I can tap and pay. If I go to the metro, we don't have the metro here where I live. But when I'm traveling, for example, to New York City, I can just tap in the terminal with my mobile phone, and it works. So Google Wallet is already enabled for NFC in your mobile device as long as your device is NFC enabled. Okay, so it's working. Oh, by the way, Google Wallet is where you store your credentials, your event tickets, your boarding passes, or your loyalty cards in a safe and secure way. And the terminal needs to have Google Pay enabled. Okay, so these are some of the preconditions. So wherever you're trying to use your credit cards inside Google Wallet here with NFC, the terminal needs to have Google Pay enabled. So it's a partnership. Use Google Wallet to store your credit card, and you open it. Actually, let me try to open it here. You open. I just updated my Android phone, so it's taking more time than I wanted. Oh, it's already loaded. So if you open your wallet and you open your credit card, yeah, everything is low on my phone because it just rebooted for an update. Well, you'll be able to use your, I think I can show here. Just choose your credit card, tap, and you'll be able to pay. Okay. So yeah, I hope I have answered the question. And what else? Mr. MB Sonic is asking us, will such functions such as age verification later also be available in Germany? I certainly hope so. We have a lot of discussion about digital IDs happening in Europe, as well as in other countries in the world. And as soon as, for example, any entity in Germany starts issuing digital IDs to Google Wallet, developers from Germany and other countries as well would be able to use the digital credentials API to request information from these digital IDs in Google Wallet. So it's just a matter of an entity and probably the local government. As soon as they start issuing these digital IDs, you will be able to use them using inside Google Wallet. And you as a developer, you will be able to use the digital credentials API to query information about it. So I don't have any like timelines for it. But there are ongoing discussions with multiple different countries, and in Europe, I think Europe is the continent where the discussions about digital IDs are more advanced. So I wouldn't be surprised if very soon we have something from Germany, any digital ID from Germany available in Google Wallet. Okay. What else? Yeah, now the questions are popping up. Thank you so much for sending them my way. Let me see if I can find other here. Oh, here, interesting. Rotter is asking here, what is it that Google Wallet is implementing so many very specific use cases, but you can't just add and copy an arbitrary QR code barcode as a real code, not an image? I don't know if I understand this question correctly, but like we're enabling a lot of different use cases for the API, so you can create passes and share with your users. So that's what we're doing for developers. And I'm a developer relations engineer, so mostly I'm talking about the Google Wallet API. But from a user perspective, we enabled in the Google Wallet app a feature that you can practically add anything or everything else that we don't have a pass created for a developer. You can add it to Google Wallet. So it's just a matter of going to your wallet and clicking on the add button. You'll be able to use the scanner from the camera. You are able to take a picture, and we're using Gemini to be able to do that. So Google Wallet and Gemini are going to recognize what you're doing, so and add that loyalty card, that event ticket, the boarding pass, and pretty much everything that has a QR code or a barcode. Some use cases, of course, that we can't support because it requires codes from a developer is if you're trying to add something that has a rotating barcode. We can only read an image from the camera. We don't have information from the algorithm to be able to implement that in the backend. But pretty much everything else, anything else, we can add to Google Wallet using the scan to add feature. So I hope that's what this question was about. So you can add almost anything into Google Wallet these days. And Samiula Khan is asking, when will it work in India? Sami, I'm very glad to tell you that since, I guess, May, June last year, so 1 year ago, Google Wallet is already available in India. So Google Wallet is available in India, so you can add your loyalty cards, boarding passes, gift cards, transit passes. You can add all your stuff inside Google Wallet. And you might be wondering, does it work for credit cards and debit cards? No, but India was the first country in which part of the global expansion in which we launched Passes First wallet. So you can add everything in wallet that is not a payment, credit, debit card in India and in other countries as well. And why is that? Because it's more complicated to be able to issue credit cards and debit cards that can be used inside a digital wallet. And we didn't want to stop the global expansion because of that. So we decided to, in most of the countries in the world, now Google Wallet is available, but without payment methods. And slowly we'll be adding the payment method features to these countries. So Google Wallet is already available in India, and you can already use it as a user. And as a developer, of course, you can already start creating passes that can be added to the wallets for people from India and from other countries as well. And next question is Rash Stack is asking us, hi, will be there an official Google store in Malaysia? Also, when will Google Pay be available in Malaysia? Yeah, I can't answer about Google stores. I suppose you're talking about physical stores, so you can buy Google products. Yeah, I don't have any information about that because I'm not part of this team. And also Google Pay, yeah, it might sound complicated, but Google Pay and Google Wallet are like relatives, very close relatives. They are almost twins because they work very well and very closely together. But I only work with Google Wallet, and I have no idea about Google Pay. So I don't know if Google Pay is available in Malaysia, but if you're a developer in Malaysia, you can integrate with the Google Pay API and provide services for other countries for sure. Okay, I'm sorry that I don't have more information about that. That's a question for the Google Pay team. Okay. Let's see here. Reese16 is asking, can you bring Ohio ID? Yeah, well, let's look back here at one slide. And yes, like you can see here in my screen, we announced at Google I/O that very soon, drivers from Ohio will be able to add their digital IDs to Google Wallet. So you'll be able to have your mobile driver's license issued by the Ohio state in Google Wallet. So Reese, yeah, just stay tuned. Very soon you'll be able to use your driver's license in Google Wallet. Okay. What else? And here is asking us, just a random thought. Will at some point other smart wearables like Google Glasses will have tap to pay via wallet? That's a good question. The answer is I don't know. I think it would be kind of cumbersome to use Google Glasses, the recently announced Google Glasses to tap to pay, because they are in your face. Like if you're wearing them and try to tap like in the terminal, well, some cultures like in Japan and China, probably they bow a lot. Maybe it would be easier, but otherwise you would have to remove your glasses to be able to do a contactless. I think for wearables, the tap to pay experience is much better if you have a watch, like a Pixel watch, for example, or maybe soon we'll be able to have a Pixel ring, or even use your mobile phone. So I don't know if they're planning to enable tap to pay in Google Glasses. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. Yeah, it's not. And even if I knew, I think I can't comment on that because it's not my expertise. Okay. Next question. Ruhu is asking us, what is the difference between Google Pay and Google Wallet? Oh gosh, that's a very common one. And to give you a very straightforward explanation, I said that they are twin services, Google Pay and Google Wallet. They work very well together. And the way I see is that Google Wallet is where you store everything, is your everything container. You can store your digital IDs, your debit cards, your credit cards, your transit passes, your loyalty cards, event tickets, everything you store in Google Wallet. So Google Wallet is the container, your everything container for your personal things. And inside those things, you have payment methods. Google Pay is the service that Google provides to some companies, so you can pay through Google Pay. Okay, so Google Pay is a payment service, is a payment method, payment service. Yeah, I guess. So you use your credit card in Google Wallet, and you tap in a terminal, and that transaction is processed by Google Pay or online. We have some integration. For example, you can use or you'll soon be able to use the credit card that you have stored in Google Wallet to pay with Google Pay online for a certain service. So this is the basic difference between Google Pay and Google Wallet. So if you look at the store, if you look at the Metro service, you're going to see Google Pay logos because you are able to pay with Google Pay. Even without Google Wallet, you can just get your credit card, your physical credit card, and tap, and you can process that transaction with Google Pay. But you can use Google Wallet, your personal digital wallet, Google Wallet, to choose a credit card and tap to pay as well. So this is an overall view about the difference between Google Pay and Google Wallet. And I hope I just made it clear. Google Wallet is the container. You add everything there. And Google Pay is a service that you use whenever you want to pay with one payment method. Okay. What else? Talha Akbar is asking, what about Saudi Arabia? Uh, of course, I don't have like the more than 100 countries where Google Wallet is available on top of my mind. But the question is, I hope it's already available. But if not, I hope that it will be available soon. And the best way for you to get an answer to that is to go to the Google Wallet support. So if you just do a Google search and ask like, when is Google Wallet available in Saudi Arabia, you'll be able to have an answer if it's already available. Okay, and if not, we're adding more countries every month. So I hope that very soon you'll be able to have that service, to have Google Wallet available in Saudi Arabia. Okay. What else? Pavel Boreki is asking us, will this allow users to verify that they are unique users without disclosing any personal information, either now or in the future, similar to a passkey implementation? I'm not exactly a security expert, but what and to be honest, the digital credentials APIs is super new. I particularly, I didn't have a chance to try the API yet. I'm working together with the Chrome team and the Android team to be able to test and do some workshops so we can have more information. And actually, as soon as I have this information, I'm going to do a live stream so I can share this information with you. But I suppose that I can prove that whenever, unfortunately, I don't have my North Carolina here where I live. We don't have the mobile driver's license yet available in Google Wallet. I hope that by the end of the year we have it available. And once they do, I hope that I will be able to log in a website, or whenever I'm creating an account, I'll be able to prove that, oh, I am myself. Or whenever I'm interacting with a government service, or whenever I'm trying to rent a car, and I want to pay less because I'm above 25. So I hope that soon we'll be able to do that using the digital credentials API. I think that's a good question. I don't think I have all the answers to your questions, Pavel, but as soon as I have them, I'm going to do a live stream about the digital credentials API, and I hope I'll be able to answer your question by then. Stay tuned, and whenever I have, please, if you're able to watch us live whenever we're talking about digital credentials API, I would love to be able to answer your question again. Okay, and what else? Going through the questions here, lots of great questions. So I'm taking some time to read them. Let me see. Nizar is asking us here, which is the safest? QR code scan or add something, or add to wallet, I suppose. Why Google Wallet doesn't give you points when compared to Samsung Pay? That's a good question. I think it's not. All the methods are safe. You can scan a QR code and add to wallet using our Gemini AI feature, like to add everything else. Or you can add other stuff to Google Wallet using the Add to Google Wallet button. The preferred way is the Add to Google Wallet button. And why is that? Because the QR scan or barcode scan is a feature that allows you to add anything that the developer didn't create for Google Wallet. So you add, but it is a static information. There's no integration with the company. You just got an image. We process that through AI using Gemini, and we add it to wallet. But it's like paper. You just took a screenshot of a paper, a picture of a paper, and add it to wallet. Whenever you see an Add to Google Wallet button, it means that a developer created an integration, which means that the company behind that information has an integration and they're updating that. If it's a loyalty card, they will be able to grant you rewards, to change your tier, to show you the number of loyalty points that you have. If it's a boarding pass, you'll be able to have up-to-date information of your flight. So the preferred way is not that all of them are safe and secure, is that if you have an add to Google Wallet button, it's an integration provided by a developer, so probably is a much nicer experience for you as a user or for your users. Okay, and why Google Wallet doesn't give you points when compared to Samsung Pay? I don't think it's an apples to apples comparison, because Google Wallet is not a payment method. We don't give you rewards because Google Wallet is just a container. So I think it would be more fair to compare to Samsung Wallet, which is also a container. And when you're talking about, and I don't know if Google Pay is giving you points or Samsung Pay is giving you points, because I don't know how these services work in detail. But Google Wallet is a different product, different service. That is just a container. So when you're using a loyalty card inside the Google Wallet, we're not the one issuing the reward points. It's the company that issued the loyalty card that is issuing the reward points. So I think it would be a more fair comparison for these services. Okay. What else? Rash Stacks asking me here when Google Wallet will be available in Malaysia, and I don't know. I think it already. I hope it's already available. But again, just Google and check out the Google Wallet support page, and if Malaysia is enabled, it is there, or else very soon, I suppose it will be available there. Teacher N channel is asking us, hi, is it possible to accommodate membership cards, like for example Starbucks cards, shopping cart? Yes. Most of the companies, they have these membership cards and they make it available in Google Wallet. So if you go to their website or go to their app and you ask for loyalty, very likely they already have an add to Google Wallet button where when you click, and you'll be able to add that particular information to Google Wallet. If they don't, you can bug them and ask, why didn't you integrate already with Google Wallet? There's a Google Wallet API. There is a very nice developer advocate, by the way, Edson, who shares like great information on how you can integrate with the Google Wallet API. You should be doing that. So you can bug them to integrate. What I can say, like Starbucks card, I know that Starbucks is not yet available in Google Wallet, but maybe we'll have some very good news coming soon to you. We really want you to do that. In the meantime, what you can do, you can scan the barcode of your Starbucks card and add to Google Wallet as an add everything else. Okay, and any shopping cart is available if you use the add everything else to Google Wallet, where you can use the camera to take a picture, and we're going to process that and add the membership card to Google Wallet, which is a very cool feature, by the way. But I hope that you have a proper integration with Starbucks and your favorite store very soon with Google Wallet. Their developers just need to be aware that there is a Google Wallet API. There are lots of information available, and that it's very easy to integrate. They should be watching our live streams. I think that's the best tip. And in case you don't know, if you want to forward our URL to them, developers.google.com/wallet/events is when you can find the past episodes and the upcoming episodes of our Google Wallet events, including the live streams like this one. And oh, by the way, next week we're going to have another one. So stay tuned. And Adam is asking here, will there be a connection to Google Cloud from the wallet for application developers? Yeah, I don't know if I understand exactly what you're asking, but there is an integration. The Google Wallet API is available through Google Cloud. So, and actually to be able to call the Google Wallet API, you need a Google Cloud account. Let me rephrase that. You need the Google Cloud credentials because we're performing authentication and authorization through the Google Cloud APIs. So you need to have any kind of authentication or authorization. You need to have something from the Google Cloud authentication authorization to allow you to access the Google Wallet API. Okay, so there's already an integration. And whenever I'm asking questions about answering questions about security, a lot of developers ask about this Google Cloud, the Google Wallet relationship. Well, you need to enable the Google Wallet API for the Google Cloud Console. The Google Wallet API is 100% free, but you need to use the Google Cloud authentication and authorization framework to be able to access the Google Wallet API. Okay? So what else? Let's see. Let's see if I have here. Andreas is asking us, is there more information about the security of Google Wallet? If I use rolling codes, I suppose like rotating barcodes or rotating QR codes. How secure is my secret, especially since the code pass is also available on the web? Oh, Andreas, if you're using these security features from Google Wallet, and actually we have an episode about security features in our live stream series. So if you go back, I think it was in December or January, we had a live stream just about security features. We support rotating barcodes and rotating QR codes. And your secret is safe with you. We don't share the secret information in the pass. And I know that the pass information is available in the JOT. Anybody can decode the JOT and see that, but it's only public information. The private information is only related and stored by you. You are going to integrate with the Google Wallet API. We also have a safe and secure communication with the Google Wallet API, but this information is never relayed to the user. So you can be sure that your secret keys to your rotating barcodes and QR codes is safe. This information will not be available on the web in any pass. So you can use it, like you can be sure that your secrets are safe whenever you're creating rotating barcodes or QR codes. Okay. And Z133DK is asking us, thanks for the clarification between Google Pay and Google Wallet. You're more than welcome. Will there be two different APIs? Yes, they are two different APIs. And why is that? Because the Google Wallet API is the API that you use to create stuff that will be added to Wallet. So it's a very simple, very straightforward API. The Google Pay API is an API in which you use to interact with payment service providers, which is a very different service, very different field. You're talking about payment methods now. So you're going to use the Google Pay API to integrate with PSPs like Edson, with like Stripe and other ones. So it's a very, very different type of service. Okay, so that's why they are different, and that's why they live separately. Okay. So I hope I was able to clarify the distinction and why it might be confusing to some people. So Google Wallet is how you add stuff to Google Wallet API, how you add stuff to Google Wallet. Event tickets, boarding passes, transit passes, everything. Google Pay is an API that you use to process payments. So very different purposes, and that's why the API is very different as well. Raging D4 is asking us, will there be an option in the future to allow credit cards, driver's license, and passports biometric security when the phone is unlocked? If you enable the express feature of some payment methods in Google Wallet, you are able to use them to pay for transit, for example, even when the phone is locked. Okay. But you're asking if there were an option to allow credit card, driver license, passport information to be used when the phone is unlocked. Well, right now you can only use it if it's unlocked, and depending on the feature, like to allow for payments, for biometric information, to use like generic private passes, not only your phone needs to be unlocked, but you need to authenticate. Like you need to either type your passcode or use your fingerprint again to show inside wallet. So you have another layer of authentication to be sure that you're not like sharing this private information by mistake. So we have a lot of security layers in between. So unlocked is by default. Your phone needs to be unlocked, and depending on information, you need to authenticate again to be able to share, because of course, security is one of our top priorities. What else? Let me go through here. Lots of questions. Thank you so much. And I know we have a lot of people here with comments and questions. Thank you so much for your participation. I'm very glad. I think this is one of the busiest live streams that I had like in the past year or so. Let me scroll through here. Yeah, sorry, I switched tabs. I lost where I was here in the questions. Going through here. Let's see. Oh, William Hollatz is asking us, is there any chance Google Wallet will be able to integrate NFC tags and cards, like hotel rooms, for example? Yes. It's available already with some providers. So it really depends on the hotel chain, for example, on the gym chain, or even your company, to access your office to perform the integration. I know that some hotel chains already issue keys, like digital keys, to Google Wallet. So you're able to check in at the hotel, and instead of them giving another card, they're going to issue a digital key, and you'll be able to use your mobile phone or your wearable as the key to your hotel room. And I know that some companies are already issuing like corporate badges as digital passes in Google Wallet. So you don't have to carry, maybe you need to carry your badge because of photo identification, but you'll be able to go there and just like open the door using your mobile phone or wearable, because it's already available. We already have an API for that, and it really depends on the hotel. It's more complicated because you need to integrate with the reader as well, but we have an API for that, and we have a lot of people working to enable this to more companies. So if your favorite hotel chain, for example, doesn't have it, well, bug them. Tell them to do it because you want to use it with Google Wallet. Okay. Oh, and Rashtak here is asking. He asked if Google Wallet was available in Malaysia, and he kind of answered it here in his answer question. So sorry for the confusion. Yes, it's available in Malaysia, but the issue is that I can't add my debit card to Google Wallet. Called my bank and they said Google still haven't supported it or enabled it. And in Hashtag, yes, that might be the case. As I said, issuing debit cards and credit cards to a digital wallet such as Google Wallet is a very complicated process. As you can expect, anything related to the payment industry, there are a lot of protocols, lots of security layers, and it's a lengthy process because in this particular case, Google will need to integrate with your issuer. Each one of those banks and financial institutions, and as you can expect, there are so many of them worldwide in many different countries. So even at Google scale, it takes a lot of time for you to perform these individual integrations with each one of those institutions. That's why we enabled Google Wallet for everything but payments for most countries and territories worldwide, but we're still working in different countries to be able to integrate with these financial institutions. So that's why it's not available yet, but I hope that it will be available soon in Malaysia and for your particular bank. So that's the issue. It takes time because it's related to the payment industry. Okay. What else? Lee is asking us any update on when hotel keys from Hilton hotels will be added to Google Wallets. And I don't work specifically with hotel keys, so I don't have any information about Hilton yet. But as I said before, the API is available. Just a matter of Hilton integrating and just to give you a better perspective. It's not only working with Hilton. Hilton is a big hotel chain, just like Marriott and Hyatt and Accor and other ones. In one thing is to get one. Not only integrating with the chain is one of the issues. Most hotels, like the physical properties, they use different vendors for each one of those physical hotels. So you have a building, they are using some reader from a vendor, so it's a different vendor, different reader, different protocol. For it to be available globally, for it to be available worldwide, Hilton needs to integrate their backend system, and they need to integrate with each one of those buildings, like for each different vendor and model of key reader. So it takes time. That's why I know, for example, whenever I'm traveling, even with the hotel chains that already enabled the digital key integration in Google Wallet, in some buildings it works, in others it doesn't, because it's a one-by-one integration. That's why it takes more time. It's just like integrating with banks. It's a very specific integration. So Lee, to be honest, I don't know. I don't even know if Hilton. I'm not a Hilton customer. I don't know if Hilton integrated the backend, but even if they integrated the backend, they need to integrate with each individual property, so it might take some time. Okay, so all I can ask is patience, because I know it's especially because of scale of these hotel chains such as Hilton, it might take some time. It's a lot of work. So yeah, please, I ask you to be patient, but like bugging Hilton doesn't hurt. If enough people start complaining, maybe you get it faster. What else? Andreas is asking, oops, I know what I'm doing wrong. Maybe I think I'm clicking here and here, and that's why I'm not, well, I'm going to read it anyway. And Jeff, oh, by the way, Jeff, is helping me here in the back end. So he's the one doing the stuff right, and I'm the one clicking here and doing the stuff wrong. So if sometimes you read the wrong message or wrong question, it's my fault. Okay. So just to make sure, and thank you so much, Jeff, for helping me, because today is a very busy day. And I can see that here Andreas is doing a follow-up in one of our questions. And Jeff, sorry if I clicked something wrong here. But Andreas is asking, so if my secret is not shared with the user or its phone with rotating barcodes, this means rolling barcodes require the phone to be online to show a valid barcode, or some codes cached? Andreas, that's a very good question. And the answer is it depends. What you're doing here, when you integrate with the Google Wallet API for rotating barcodes, you're going to share your keys, you're going to share your algorithm, you're going to share how long or how frequently the barcode changes. Okay, and once you do that, you're in sync, and you know that every 5-10 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, you are going to compute in your backend which one is the valid barcode or QR code. Okay, so it's an offline computation, because in the Google server or in the Google Wallet app, we are doing the computation and we're showing a barcode or QR code that is frequently changing. And and whenever we show this information to your reader, you are going to do the same. Oh, I'm reading this information, this QR code now. Is this QR code valid now? You're going to run your algorithm and you're going to check if it's valid for this particular time of the day. Okay, or else it could be an expired one. So we are doing the computation and you are doing the computation too. So we can check that for that particular time, that barcode or QR code is valid. Okay. There is another option for rotating barcodes and QR codes when you can pre-upload the codes, and we are going to be consuming those codes. So you can say that you are uploading those codes, and those codes will be rotated every day. So then we will be using that. Okay. So you pre-generated the QR codes, barcodes, you uploaded to the Google Wallet API, and you're using the ones that you pre-uploaded. Are those codes cached in the wallet app? The answer is I don't know, because that's an implementation detail. Is it cached for when the Google Wallet app is offline? Again, I don't know. That's an implementation detail. I wouldn't be surprised if the Google Wallet engineers did so, but it's something that it's both I don't know and I can't tell you yes or no, because since it's an implementation detail, it can change. Okay, so don't count on it being cached or don't count on it not being cached. So what I can tell you is that we can only follow the instructions from the Google Wallet API documentation. Okay, if it's cached or not, that's an implementation detail. Okay. I hope I answered the question. Okay, but if not, let's do another one, another episode of the Wallet live stream just to answer that. Let's go for more questions. Thank you so much for your participation. I'm so happy today. And actually, I think we're going to take the whole hour today. Kartik Bala, here is asking us, hey, Google Wallet doesn't support credit cards in India, but does in GPay. Definitely, we need support for cards and wallets. Is using GPay for card is too bloated as a service just for credit cards. Kartik, India is a special market for both Google Pay and Google Wallet. For example, the Google Pay app is only available in India, and it's a different version just in India, because I know that in India you have a different payment method that only exists in India, and it's very popular, by the way. And the Google Pay app is super popular in India too. So we have a big team for Google Pay working just for this particular app service in India. And I know that we have some features that kind of overlap. Oh, Google Wallet, shouldn't my payments be stored in Google Wallet? Shouldn't my boarding passes, be my event tickets, my gift cards, my offers, my loyalty cards be stored in Google Wallet? Oh, but the Google Pay app in India store this stuff too. I know that there's confusion, but the thing is that the Google Pay app is older, has been for quite some time in India, is super popular and does a lot of things. And we're adding Google Wallet as a container for everything in India. So I can't answer like if or when we're going to add credit cards or debit cards in Google Wallet in India. But I know that we have a lot of people working on, and questions like yours are issued daily to our team. And I trust the Google Pay and the Google Wallet team, both worldwide and in India, to find the best answer to this problem. I know it's something that happens only in India. Because we have this competing or services that look like they compete against each other. But Kartik, We have people working on that, and maybe soon we might see some changes about how does one or the other work. Okay. So let's see here. Shauria is asking, why don't you get biometric authentication, I suppose, in Google Wallet? Oh, you do. You if your phone, for example, has a digital fingerprints, um, use it for authentication as an authentication method. That method is supported in Google Wallet. Okay, and let's see here. For example, I have to be able to unlock my mobile phone, or actually to be able to unlock Google Wallet to use a payment card. I have to put my thumbnail here in the phone to authenticate again. So it's already enabled. Maybe it's a matter of configuration, or maybe it's the mobile phone that you're using that requires you to type your passcode or something else. But Google Wallet supports it. Okay. Let's see. Going through the questions here over again. Let's see. Ebuka Okoro 4 is asking us, how can an AI assistant be integrated with Google Wallet? I'm wondering what kinds of integration can we expect from an AI assistant with Google Wallet? Maybe you could ask questions like, how many points do I have available in my Starbucks card? Or when is my next flight? And I can see that Google Wallet is a very personal source of information that can be used by AI assistants. And I don't have an answer to that. I think it would be a very nice thing to do, like to integrate with that. I also understand that a lot of people would be concerned with it because Google Wallet stores everything, and security is like probably the number one concern whenever you're adding your personal stuff to be stored. And I know that the both the Gemini, and the Google Wallet team, they have security and privacy as top concerns when considering such integration. I don't have a timeline. I don't have an exact answer for that. But what I believe is that once and if they find a way to perform such kind of integration that don't compromise security and privacy, they will do so. They will do it. But right now, I don't have an answer for that. Okay. What else? Cloud God 93 is asking us, will Google Wallet bring back the cash card like Apple Pay uses to send money to a user's phone number? Cloud God 93, the answer is I don't know. I don't know, and I can't comment either, because whenever we're talking about new features, well, in particular, I don't know, and I can comment because I don't know if a feature will be implemented, or even, and if it's going to be implemented, when it's going to be released. So the right answer, sorry, is really I don't know, and I can't comment on that. There are some things that we can do. Okay. Oh, and I can see here that we already on top of the hour. So I know it can be tiring for both you, me, and the production team. So what I'd like to tell now is thank you so much for joining us for today's live stream. Today was completely packed with like interactions, with questions. Thank you so much, because sometimes it's so boring to be talking to my screen here, just like talking to myself. hearing my voice. And I know that I speak out very loudly, so my wife is probably in the room, the living room. She's very likely listening because, she probably knows Google Wallet more than me because she's always listening to whenever I do live streams. And so it can be mm, can be boring to just be listening to myself. So when you interact with me, when you send comments, when you send questions, it makes me so happy. Honestly, it makes my day because I know that somebody is listening, somebody's watching, somebody is maybe enjoying the content that we're producing. So thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you'll be able to join us next week in another live stream. And if you can watch it offline or even or if it doesn't make sense to you, please watch the next upcoming live streams or the past ones. We'd love to have your participation. Folks, thank you so much. I hope you have an awesome rest of your day and take care. Bye.